Welcome back to the channel. Welcome, Yo Bro Nation. I am Zach with the Yo Bro Nation YouTube channel. Welcome to your revamped, relaunched, renewed, looking at it brand new Monday Night Raw reviews. The brand new look for the Yo Bro Nation YouTube channel. I keep wanting to say gaming and reviews, but obviously that's not what it's called. But either way, welcome to the channel, guys. What a Monday Night Raw we had. Seth Rollins making his decision. Perhaps a big, huge surprise from someone who we all want to see in a man. Lots and lots of stuff happened tonight. I'm going to kill the music. It's still going. I'm going to kill the music. I don't know how that's affecting my voice. But look, guys. What a beautiful and fantastic Monday Night Raw. We have so much to talk about tonight. So much. Who became Universal Champion last night? I think most of us already know. I think most of us already know who is the Royal Rumble winner. New layout, guys. I love this new layout. New layouts for the channel, guys. This is completely revamped product. It's all new now, with the help of my wonderful girlfriend Cheryl, who was a huge help to getting me, I guess, revamped, relaunched, whatever you want to call it. I keep thinking I got used to this camera shit still. I'm going to try not to do a really big cold open, because there's some new stuff going with the channel. Of course, you heard new music. That's part of the new thing for the channel. It's all a work in progress. It's all a big work in progress, guys. So Seth Rollins is ultimately going to challenge Brock Lesnar. Becky Lynch is challenging Ronda Rousey. We got the qualifying matches for the women's elimination chamber match for the women's tag team championships. All that's happening tonight. I have so much to really want to talk about it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the actual intro to this channel. And on the other side of that, I'm going to go into my full-on Raw review. I'm not going to waste no time tonight, guys. There's a lot to get to on this very up and down Raw. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright, guys, this is your Monday Night Raw review for January 28th, 2019. This, of course, took place, as tomorrow night's SmackDown will as well, in Phoenix, Arizona. A lot happened in the show, guys, tonight. I mean, a lot happened in this show. I wanted... Okay, so yes, you see the new intro for the channel. I mean, there's an intro to the review, but then there's an intro for the review. I don't know, maybe next week that will open the show and I won't do the Yo Bro logo, but either way, a lot happened. But I wanted to do kind of like a cold open, but I got all silly and nervous because, you know, the channel's growing, the channel's changing. Obviously, because you see the new layout. There'll be a new layout for tomorrow night's SmackDown, which isn't as good as this one, but I worked with what I could at the time. I'll probably update that in a short time, most likely. But yeah, the channel, it's changing. The name is different. The layouts are different. The attitude here is different. Jake came back on the channel for the brand new relaunch last night. I didn't really say much about it last night because it was me and it was Jake. And, you know, just kind of got into the review. Not to mention the fact that it was, you know, midnight last night when me and him were doing the review. I know, my hair is just my hair is just wanting to mess with me every night. My hair will look fine, and the moment I come on camera, I don't know. I'm just gonna start wearing hats all the time. But I mean, I appreciate everyone who did wait for the review. I don't know, man. It came up at 1 o'clock. I hit render. I fell asleep. Or I went to upload and publish it. I fell asleep last night. So the Royal Rumble review is up. It is on the channel. If you want to watch it, by all means, go ahead. It's in the iCard above. You guys can go ahead and you guys can see that. I'm just checking my stream real quick, seeing if anyone's made any comments. I'll periodically check the comments for those who want me to check it. But as of now, nothing. So, you know, I'll check it periodically. So no big deal there. So yeah, welcome to the new Yo Bro Nation YouTube channel. Now, I sort of did a soft relaunch on Friday. You guys can go see the preview and predictions. Also, I did the best of the best countdown for the top 10 Royal Rumble winners. That is also on the channel. And of course, Saturday night was the NXT TakeOver review. Also did the 2K19 Royal Rumble. Sort of had some issues with the stream being uploaded after the fact. So you guys can go check that out. All that stuff's in the iCard above, so you guys can go see all the previous videos from the past week up to this week. So that's up there. Let's go ahead and let's show you some nice little things. Patreon.com/YoBroNation. 6 tiers to choose from, guys. Classic Raw review is coming tomorrow. On Thursday will be the new WCW NWO Sold Out Retro Rewind review. That will be up come Thursday, so you guys can go see that. AEW coverage will be on the Patreon. Classic Raw reviews, lots and lots of stuff, guys. Go check out on Patreon. At the moment, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of tired and my brain's not working and I don't have my information in front of me to look at. Become co-executive producer or executive producers for the channels. You guys can come on there. You guys can, you know, just kind of help grow the channel, help talk about what's happening with the channel. You guys can help give us input on what we want to do with the possible future wrestling trivia league here on the channel. Lots of things to go to, guys. I'm rambling. I'm not going to take time. But look, if you guys aren't looking to donate monthly or anything like that, there is a secondary option you guys can go and can do. You guys can go to teepublic.com/YoBroNation. Recess Never Gets Old t-shirt. I wear it. You guys have seen it. Charlotte Reigns, the Yo Bro Nation podcast t-shirt. The Yo Bro Gaming and Reviews Classic. That t-shirt is also on TeePublic. Look, you guys can go to the Patreon. You guys can go to TeePublic. All of that, if you want to do it, is much, much appreciated. But it's not necessary. Okay? It's just an option. You guys can also go to StreamLabs. You guys can go there if you want to send us donations. It's all up to you. But I'm not going to ask you guys to do it. This isn't something I'm wanting to get paid for. I do this for fun. But in order for the channel to continue, yeah, money would help. But I promise I'll survive. But so if you don't want to do that, it's cool. There's other options. You can go to our Twitter at YoBroGaming1. You can go to our Facebook at YoBroNation. You can join us on Discord. Speaking of Patreon, you can become a VIP member or a moderator by joining our Patreon on one of the 6 tiers. But you can go to Twitter, you can go to Facebook, and you can go and like you can like those pages. You can follow us. And then for the channel, just like and share the videos, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified of all our upcoming videos. I sound like I'm a little sloshy. I honestly sound like I'm tired, and it's weird. Oh, man. It has been a day. It was a very long night. I'm honestly still feeling the effects from last night and the Royal Rumble. And, oh my gosh, for whatever reason, that show being 12 hours? 12 hours. Why? Why was this show 12 hours? That is ridiculous, guys. Ridiculous. I honestly can't believe that the show was 12 hours, man. That's a long show. Honestly, that's a long show to sit through. My girlfriend, she was asking me at like 9:30 last night. I don't remember honestly if I told this story on the review last night, but my girlfriend, she asked me, she's like, when's the show over? She was up, doing some cleaning around the house while I was sitting there like a bum on my butt watching the show. And I looked at the clock. I was like, well, it's 9:30. This match is just starting. The show's supposed to end at 10, so I know it's going to go over. But then I didn't realize, oh shit, I still got the Royal Rumble match to go. I have yet to hear what was the reasoning, the official reasoning for the show going over. Nothing from Meltzer or anyone like that as far as why last night's Royal Rumble went so goddamn long. But I mean, it sucked. So it made for a very long night, not just for me, but for Jake as well. He's in Florida and I was here, and I mean, it was a fun review. I had fun, me and him just chit-chatting, just throwing our shit out there about the show. We didn't really have no, real formula to it last night. I didn't really dive into the matches like I usually would want to, because with him, it's just, he knows what happened, I know what happened, and we just kind of say our pieces about the matches. I did get very, very heated about Finn Balor last night. Now, I'll dive a little bit more into that when I get to Finn's segment, but I still do feel like how they treated Finn Balor at the end of that match last night, I still find it uncomfortable, and I still find it unnecessary. I went back and I rewatched that, but I still found it to just be a little unnecessary. We didn't have to have it like that last night. We truly didn't. So I don't understand what was the purpose. I guess it irked me. It irked me to no end. So God help us, right? God help us. So before I continue to ramble on any further about incoherent stuff, I'm going to go ahead. This is going to be a shorter Raw review. I may not dive too much into everything. I mean, I'll touch on everything, but I don't want to spend a lot of time because, one, I'm tired. I would say anyone who watched Raw tonight and anyone who stayed up and watched the Rumble last night is probably pretty tired. So I don't want to take everyone's time, I guess. So I'm gonna go over the results, and I'll give my thoughts a little bit more on some things, but I don't know, bear with me. My mind, no joke, my mind is not working correctly. My brain is just mush. It's mush. The Royal Rumble has got me so tired. I'm ready for a wee little break, but tomorrow's going to be a busy day. I got 3 videos plus a show to watch and try to review. Oh my gosh. I got to try to get a old Raw posted tomorrow. If it's not up tomorrow on Patreon, it'll definitely be up on Wednesday. So, one of those 2 days will be the classic Raw review on Patreon, just when I get to it, because I still got classes to work on. I still got the 2K stuff to work on tomorrow to record and then upload for YouTube by Wednesday as well. So lots of stuff to take care of tomorrow. So I've got to try to get as much sleep as I can tonight to be up tomorrow and to just take care of all that and get kids ready for school and get my own schooling and stuff done. I am telling you, craziness. But that is the life, right? That is the life. That's what we live for, right? We do what we do, we enjoy it, and then we take care of life. And you know, it's just that's just how it works, I suppose. All right, checking the chat again, guys. Still nothing. Like I said, I'll periodically check the chat just to see if anyone has said anything, but I won't be monitoring it the entire time. So, okay, no more. I'm already like 15 minutes in, and I really haven't said much of anything really pertaining to the show, just kind of a bunch of rambling. Already killing my throat. All right, so tonight's Raw began with Seth Rollins, Mr. Royal Rumble coming out. I was expecting him to come out and go ahead and make his choice. I knew who he was going to pick. We all knew who he was going to pick. That's been rumored for a while now, really since Roman went down with leukemia. So Seth comes out, talks about how last night, he said, last week 29 guys would come out and they would put it all on the line for, a chance to win the match, for a chance to be the winner of the Rumble and go to WrestleMania. But like he said, he would outdo everyone because he's got heart. That's basically what it came down to. He said now that he's, going to WrestleMania, you deserve it chance. And Seth got a little emotional about, when he was a kid, a lot of people wanted to win a Super Bowl or do this and do that. But he wanted to point at the WrestleMania sign, and he wanted to do it while knowing he was going to WrestleMania's main event. And I'm actually starting to think that Seth and Brock will be the main event, like the main event. So, he said that, it wasn't going to do it, but, it's my one chance. And like I said, Seth got really emotional. Because now that he's on this journey, it's not the end. Winning the Rumble is not the end. It's only the beginning of his journey. Because now he says he has two options in front of him. He can either A, face a man who's been a longtime friend of his in Daniel Bryan, or he can have his journey take him to Suplex City, which the crowd started chanting, "Slay the Beast." Everyone that's what they wanted, I myself included. It took me a minute to understand what they were saying, but yes, the crowd was just like, "Slay the Beast." That's what they wanted Seth to do. He's the King Slayer, and I guess to be the Beast Slayer, so it's cool. I guess it goes hand in hand or something. But he says, it's a difficult decision that he'll have to take his time considering. Out comes Triple H. Another long opening. Now, this isn't a bad opening. I'm not saying it was a bad opening, but it was a long opening, and it was another one of your typical Raw openings. But he comes out, Triple H, it's NXT chance. I missed a little bit of this. I went, my girlfriend asked me to check out her oldest son's hair, so I missed a little bit of what Triple H said, but I know pretty much he says, it tests the limits, it's who you find out who's going to be the one, and he says, so happens you happen to be the one, Seth freaking Rollins. And he says now he has to make the decision, not next week, not later. It has to be tonight. He says Becky's making her choice tomorrow night, so he's got to be there tonight, make his decision, and that's just because how it has to be. Then comes Dean Ambrose. I'm mixed on this. I'm mixed on the whole Dean Ambrose aspect. I've seen Seth and Dean go at it, for how many months now? 2-3 months. Just such a, not even really a build. Just them there doing whatever it is that they do with really no build. So I don't know. I don't care. More or less, I don't care. It's unimportant to me. You know what I mean? But Dean comes out, tries pulling the whole brother card, saying, when they were in NXT, driving around in their broke down car, getting paid $500, a match, which was garbage. He says, this guy didn't believe you, but I believed in you. I knew who you are. We were going to come up and, take over this stuff ourselves. And, Triple H is all like, Dean, so you're going to pull the brother card? Didn't you stab him in the back on the same night that your friend, said he had leukemia? Boos. There was boos to him bringing that up. I guess the fans didn't like him bringing up Roman Reigns. Or maybe they were just booing Dean. Who knows? But Dean pretty much told him to shut up. And then, he says, this isn't about you, this is about us. Triple H says, it's always about me. And okay, here's where my mixed emotions come. I think Triple H is one of the better promos. But Triple H coming out to this, basically looking down at Seth as I mean, I understand he helped groom Seth and really got Seth to where you see Seth now as far as his character and the whole gimmick of being, and then being the champion and all that stuff. I get that. All understandable. I get it. No problem. Got it. But they made it feel like Triple H was a father talking to his son. They weren't on equals. They weren't equals. They weren't on an equal playing field. Seth was obviously the lower of the two in this scenario. So then you have Dean coming out, basically, and kind of pointing that out a little bit. And he says, look, I want Seth in the ring. And Triple H kind of like blows him off. And he's like, what? Do you have to go ask your father-in-law? To a crowd going, ooh. I was thinking, he's like, what, do you have to go ask your wife? That would have, I guess, maybe even sounded a little bit better. But Dean did help this segment. I don't need to see more Dean versus Seth, even though that's what we're getting. But I didn't need more of it. But again, that's what we were going to get. So I just had to suck it up and deal with it, I suppose. So yeah, we got that match. Match was good. Good little opening match. Why did we get it? I don't know. But these two guys, they brawled outside of the ring. Ambrose countered the buckle bomb and then just kind of worked over Seth's shoulders and all this stuff. Ambrose, like I said, he worked over Seth. Seth picked up momentum, started hitting all of his big moves, diving and everything. At the end, Dean goes for the dirty deeds. That gets countered into the ripcord knee. Another buckle bomb. Seth hits a super kick, ends up hitting the curb stomp, finally getting the 3 count, and then afterwards, you see Dean Ambrose just sitting in the ring, kind of frustrated, and I'll get to what he did afterwards. I know, I'm always like, I'll get to that, I'll get to this. Ooh, look, I always put my hand. Oh, why am I, can I go one show without using my hands? Can I? I don't think I can. I've just noticed, like, watching myself on the screen, I'm always moving my hands. Even when you guys can't see them down here, you'll notice probably my arm's always moving. I'm always... I can't help it. I'm just always watching or always moving my arms. Oh, my goodness. It's insane, guys. It's insane. All right, yeah, so double checking. Just checking this stuff. So yeah, this whole opening segment, like I said, it's mixed feelings. Some of it's like, oh, this was good. I liked Seth. I liked what Seth had to say. I liked Seth's emotion. But then again, I feel like Triple H came out and it was like, I don't know, talking down to Seth. In a way, he was talking down to Seth during this match. And that kind of, I don't know, upsets me, frustrates me. I don't really know. It was just, to me, a little uncalled for. I didn't need it. So, it just, I don't know. It felt uneasy, I guess, in a way. I don't really know what I'm thinking. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Listening, to Triple H just basically talk to him like he's, some kid, after he's saying, I need you to be the old Seth Rollins, and now he's all of a sudden endorsing him, and then Dean coming in and wanting another match, and it's like, man, really? Didn't we already get this before? Why am I getting this again? Come on, guys, come on. Or something like that. And the match was good. This was probably a better match than what they've had at TLC. This was a better match than the rematch they had on Raw. Well, no, the one they had on Raw was a lot better than this. So this is like their second best match they've had in this series of matches. None of which ever came close to what they did a few years ago when Seth was the heel. So, yeah, whatever. So, yeah, like I said, Dean Ambrose sat in the ring, went to cut a promo, I'm about to bare my soul, and then Nia Jax again comes in the ring and gets physical with a man. So what are we going to have? Nia Jax at WrestleMania wrestling a male? Is that what this is leading to? Nia Jax isn't just going for the females, now she's going for the dudes too? Like I said last night, If it's not leading to nothing, I don't care. But now she's in the Women's Elimination Chamber match, going for the championship. Woohoo, Nia Jax. Good for her. Ah. Ooh, ringing sound. It's just ringing, guys. Ugh. Whew. Man, oh man, I am telling you guys, what is up with my hair? Like, seriously. I don't have my hat up here. I'm suffering, guys. I am suffering. You guys probably think I'm stupid sometimes. I think I'm stupid sometimes. I find myself kind of obnoxious at times. You know what I find also really obnoxious? Okay, so we've had 2 out of the 3 qualifying matches for the Raw side of this women's fucking tournament. Or not tournament, but this qualifying matches for the Elimination Chamber. You got people who we knew were teams and pretty much guaranteed to be in these matches against people who aren't even tag teams. I mean, well, okay, Alexa Bliss and Mickie James made sense. They're a more legitimate team than, say, Dana Brooke and Natalya. I'll go over the match when I get there, but I don't want to wait until their match to talk about the dumb fuckery that happened tonight. And then we got a match next week. I mean, who are these teams? You know, Sasha and Bayley are going against a non-team next week with Alicia Fox and Nikki Cross? What do they even have to do with it? Is it because they're crazy? They put them together? You're trying to make us believe that this is really a big deal, right? That's what they're seriously trying to portray to us, that these championships are really a big deal. And they're like, okay, we're going to put them in the chamber. Okay, Nia Jax and Tamina are in because they beat... I called her Tamina. Yeah, I know. Maybe I'm a New Yorker. Because they faced Alexa Bliss and Mickie. Okay, decent team, but not ever an actual tag team to the point where now Alexa Bliss wants to be the first ever women's champion. And they even cut that little promo. And did they honestly think they were going to beat Tamina and Nia? I mean, they're booking Nia like fucking Superwoman. So, and I'm so over. Look, I don't hate Nia Jax because she's a big girl or because of who she is in reality. Look, this character sucks. It sucks so bad. So I got to endure her because The Rock is her cousin through family ties or blood, or I don't even know. I don't know how they're actually related. They might not be related at all, but they claim because they're both Samoan. Like, who knows, right? So I got to deal with that. And then I'm going to get, okay, the Riot Squad, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, and I'm sure they're going to freebird this shit if they win those titles. But they're not going to. We already know this. So we got them in the ring, and I already know who's going to finish this freaking match. I already know who's going to be the final 2 teams. There's no... I don't care who they pick for SmackDown to be in this match. It does not matter. It does not matter. But anyways, I know who's already going to win. There's no secret. There's no, like, surprise. It's going to come down to Tamina and Nia versus Sasha and Bayley. That's what this is going to come down to. But then we have Natalya teaming with Dana Brooke. At first I'm like, why Dana Brooke? And they explain, well, that wasn't her first choice. Okay, so she wanted Ronda, right? And Ronda's who she wanted, but maybe Ronda was busy, right? No, she wanted Ember Moon. That's who she wanted her partner to be. According to Dana Brooke, I know Ember was your first pick, but she got hurt. And, well, first of all, when did Natalya and Ember Moon become partners? When did that happen? I mean, I'm sure at some point they teamed up, but because of that, they were permanent partners. So if you knew Ronda could have been available, you could have said, hey, Ronda, I know you're the Raw Women's Champion, but hey, WrestleMania is a few months away, right? Why don't you and I team up and we go get the women's titles? You could be the first women's champion, right? It's good for you, good for me. But no, she gets stuck. she gets stuck with Dana Brooke, who says, I'm better than Ember Moon, and I'm better than you. And sounded like a robot saying it. And then next week, Alicia Fox and Nikki Cross, like, how am I supposed to take this fucking championship seriously when you're just throwing teams together? There's no, hey, they actually are, been a team, but there's just been no division or anything like that. It's been nothing like that, right? Nothing like that. So, how am I supposed to believe that? How am I supposed to believe that? Got a cat on the counter wanting to get into things it's not supposed to be into. I can't get to the cat from over here, so I'm tossing pieces of candy at the cat to get him down. Oh my goodness. I lost my train of thought. I was on a roll. I was going to bury this division before it even gets started. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I'm fighting a cold, guys. I've been nose and throat, and my ears been feeling. It's sucked. But it is what it is. They're just throwing teams together, and we're supposed to think these, they're going to try to make us think that Nia and Tamina and the Riot Squad, we're the competition to get here. No, they didn't. They didn't do shit. And there's more women on Raw than there are SmackDown, so how is that going to work? Who's going to be tossed together there? They'll probably throw Lana with someone, and Lana's ankle, that's going to cause whoever she's teaming up with to lose their match. You'll probably get Naomi teaming with somebody, so they'll go for the title, because you'll probably have Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville in that match, so that's a spot. The Iconics will be in that match, so then you'll probably have Naomi and whoever they throw her together with, they'll be in that match, and it's going to come down to Tamina, Nia, and Bayley and Sasha. That's it. That's how it's going to shake out. So I honestly it doesn't matter. I don't know who's going to win. There's no intrigue to this. Sure, the championships look good. They do. They look good, but I don't care. I care so little, I barely watched the match. Because I saw right away, qualifying matches. Okay. They could structure these teams where at least it made sense. I don't make it a surprise, right? Bring Io Shirai and Kairi Sane up. I don't know. If for nothing else, bring them up for this match. At least. They could have done a tournament. I've heard a lot of people say, why not a tournament? Oh, maybe WWE is just, I don't know, sick of tournaments. Well, who cares? Tournaments are the best solution. It gets the most teams in. It gets all these people exposure. And it makes everyone look better if booked right. If you book the tournament right. Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to fight this cough. Oh, man, and it sucks. So, okay, you're not going to tournament, fine. But why are you going to just, grab a couple, teams from NXT? I don't care who. There's plenty of women down in NXT who you could have put together. You could have had Io Shirai. You could have had Kairi Sane. Shit, you could have, I don't know. Why not? Where was Lacey Evans tonight? No Lacey Evans. No Nikki Cross. No EC3. Heavy Machinery was in the back for a little bit, but that was it. They were just back there to Finn Balor when he was coming out. I'm going to shit on this show a lot. I did not like this show tonight. I don't know if anyone can tell. This show, with the exception of a few things, was a garbage show. Yee-hoo! Garbage show. I don't know. You could have threw someone else. You could have brought some people from NXT UK. Jesus Christ. Grabbed some members from Team Kick. I don't care. Bring Dakota Kai in. Throw her with someone who makes sense. But there was options. But I guess basically what it's all gonna boil down to is this whole entire tournament sucks. It just sucks. It sucks. The whole thing's, I keep calling it a tournament. This whole women's thing already sucks. They're not taking it seriously. They have nice, pretty belts. That's about the gist of it. The belts look good, and no one else, who cares? I sure don't. I don't care. Moving on to something else that just made no damn sense. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. Why is Kurt Angle still wrestling? Better yet, why is he wrestling and losing? You're diminishing Kurt Angle's character. The more you put him in there, the worse he's going to look, and the more you're going to diminish the character of Kurt Angle. Stop it. For the love of God, stop it, man. That's all I keep seeing happening, is they just keep, like, killing him off. You know what I mean? What is the point? Why do you have him in there? The match was slow as fuck. Kurt, yeah, had a nice little run, but he did something so simple and then was trying to grab at himself, trying to breathe. You know, if I'm Kurt Angle and, you know, I know I'm going to be at least in a light part-time position, you know, to wrestle. Maybe I'm at the PC wrestling. Kurt Angle doesn't have an excuse. Kurt Angle is younger than Shawn Michaels. Yet Shawn Michaels in his one match, you know, oh, well, you know, Zach, well, he's been working at the Performance Center having matches. That's what he's been doing. Well, yes, but he's not actually physically in the ring, and Shawn is in way better shape. Why? Fucking Undertaker looks better than Kurt Angle. What is the excuse? Kurt was wrestling last year. Before he came back as GM, he was wrestling. Kurt Angle, with all his neck issues and the fact that he had such a big, I don't know, substance abuse problem, his body's trashed up. And I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to, you know, have a one-off here or there in a Royal Rumble or anything like that. He sure, yeah, give him a little match here or there, but I don't know. But then he loses to Baron Corbin. He loses to Baron Corbin clean. And then Baron Corbin comes in and gives him an end of days. And that's the thing, he didn't even beat him at the end of days. He beat him with a deep six. A very pretty deep six, by the way. It sucks. It sucks, man. Yeah, Baron Corbin, he just beats him. So again, I ask, why is Kurt Angle in the ring? Someone in the comments tell me, why is Baron Corbin in a wrestling ring? I don't understand it. Someone please explain to me. Oh, explain it to me. So we get a Finn Balor promo. Now, let me preference this by starting with, yes, last night I went a bit off the rails. Because, yes, I'm a Finn Balor super fan. You call me stupid, I don't care. I hear he's called Vanilla Midget. And I went harsh. I said, you know, Finn Balor's going to be dropped right back down to the middle of nowhere in the main card. And that, you know, still very well could happen. But as far as last night went, you know, or as far as tonight went, I'm saying, you know, last night. But as far as tonight went, Kurt Angle is still currently, or not Kurt Angle, gosh, my mind is like, I'm telling you guys, I'm ready for some sleep. Oh, I'm just getting through this review, and I'm done for the night, getting myself a good night's sleep, getting up at 5 a.m., and then doing what I got to do tomorrow. Yes, I said 5 a.m. That was not a, I did not mistalk. Oh, you guys hear that? Yeah. The screen door's not stopped. The screen door's still going. You guys can probably hear that in the background. Yeah, it sucks. Check in the chat. Alright. So, you know, what was that? Finn Balor. Yeah, so yeah, Finn Balor. He still could very well, you know, ultimately end up not not doing anything. But it looks like with Bobby Lashley coming out and going for him, looks like they're setting up for a Bobby Lashley feud. This is what it looks like, right? It's going to be Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor. The wind is like pulling that damn thing around. It doesn't latch, guys. The door doesn't latch. So please ignore my screen door moving. The front one does it too. Ugh, thing's going to fall off that hinge eventually. Oh, that sounds rough. I don't know, maybe you guys can't hear it at all. I'm going to be really quiet and listen. In the chat, tell me if you guys hear the screen door. Let's hear. Let's go to the chat. I got one. What does he say? I hear it. Yep, I hear it too. So one person hears it. Anyways. So yeah, Finn Balor comes out, says, yeah, last night he got beat up, and then he got beat up a second time, but for 10 minutes, which sounds so sad, but for 10 minutes, I went toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar. Which is the norm. Hey, 10 minutes for Brock Lesnar is like an hour-long match for, you know, a Ric Flair. You know what I mean? That's what 10 minutes is for Brock Lesnar. If you can get 10 minutes out of Brock, you've gone, you've gone like an Iron Man type match, and we know Brock can do stuff like that, or at least used to be able to. He just doesn't want to anymore. It's really quite sad when you really think about it. But, you know, he says, you know, he's not making excuses. Brock beat him. He was big, strong. He's never seen that, especially not combined. So he's not going to walk around with his head, you know, held low. He's going to keep his head up high because he made Brock believe, and that's why he beat him up the second time. And that's really, again, that's what they're really going to try to push, that Brock believed, and that's why Brock beat him up, because Brock didn't like the fact that he now believes in Finn Balor. But Lashley and Lio Rush comes out. And Lio Rush called him a little twerp. Lio Rush, you're smaller than him. You're calling him a twerp? Then says, you know, yeah, he almost beat Brock. Everyone knows that, but he would never stand a chance to go toe-to-toe with Bobby Lashley, because Bobby Lashley, the almighty, show him the pose, Bobby, show him the pose. That guy. Yeah, that guy. You know, he's stronger, faster, and I think he said more agile or something like that, that Balor couldn't last with him. He says, you mean, really? He's like, it's funny because I lasted longer with Brock Lesnar than you lasted in the Royal Rumble. What was it, 12 seconds? Lashley got pissed, beat the shit out of him, beat him up some more. That's what happened. Looks like they're going to build towards something at Elimination Chamber with Bobby and Finn, because what are they going to do? They got to build these feuds now within 3 weeks' time. 3 weeks is all they get. 3 weeks to build a feud for all these guys, all these, you know, superstars and women. And we get 3 weeks. Now, this chair's a little uncomfortable sometimes. All we get is 3 weeks to build these feuds. You know, and Sasha said something in a interview she had that, you know, it's like with WWE, there's no room to breathe. It's, you get to point A, and you just go straight to point B. There's no room. There is just here to here. You know, they're having 2 pay-per-views between now and WrestleMania. February and then in March are 2 pay-per-views. Remember back in the day when you'd have January, you would have your February pay-per-view, and then you'd wait 6 weeks till you got to WrestleMania. Well, now you got to wait like 4. Because I think they have Fastlane on the 17th, and then less than a month later is, like 3 weeks after that is Fastlane. So it's going to be like boom, 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 and then we'll have like 4 weeks, and then it'll be right to WrestleMania, and then they'll probably have another pay-per-view the beginning of May, or somewhere in that time frame. So, yeah, so, I mean, you got to build this fast. Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley, they'll probably, this one will end with Balor probably losing or winning in some weird fashion, and then we'll get Balor probably at Fastlane to win the championship, and then he'll make his way to WrestleMania to do whatever he's going to do at WrestleMania. I don't think it'll be The Undertaker. That's just me. Especially if he's going to win a championship, or I hope he wins a championship at least. We'll see. I guess we'll see. I maybe did jump the gun a little bit last night with the whole Finn Balor losing and going back down to the middle of nowhere and getting jobbed out. Or maybe this is what's going to happen. He's going to get fed to Bobby Lashley next, so he can go to WrestleMania and have a big match. Who knows? Gosh, we got to determine a WWE Championship #1 contender at WrestleMania. We got to do that too. So we get that. To a match that I was kind of looking forward to, but when the match happened, wasn't everything I'd hoped it would be. The Revival versus Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. Now, I know there's this 250 losing streak, or the 250 losses in a row. I thought this would be a match that they would let Kurt Hawkins get a sneak win. He's back with Zack Ryder. They even showed this nice hype package of the two back in the day when they came in, as a tag team, won the championships, became edgeheads and all that stuff. They showed that. It was nice. The match was even a decent match. It wasn't a long match, but it was a decent match. A nice little move by the Revival, too, towards the beginning with that drop kick into a suplex. I know I've seen it before, but these guys, they just make everything look so good. I got a cat lurking, and I can see the cat moving around. So we had a blind tag by the Revival while Kurt Hawkins got in there. He got the hot tag from Zack Ryder. The blind tag happens. They hit him with a shatter machine. 1, 2, 3. Revival continues to make Kurt Hawkins look like an idiot. Kurt Hawkins loses again. That's what happens nowadays with these shows. It's just what happens, right? So, moving on. An interview with Daniel Bryan, who was supposed to be there, said if he's picked, he's not going to wait till WrestleMania. He's going to end his dreams tonight. Also said that he would have beat AJ Styles with or without Eric Rowan. And I firmly believe that myself. So, yeah. He said that, Seth Rollins, every time he promotes pollution, every time he says burn it down, and he'll end his WrestleMania dreams tonight. But we didn't get to see him out in the ring. But you know who we did get to see out in the ring? Before I get to that, nice segue, but not yet. We're going to get Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles again. At Elimination Chamber. I feel it. Or AJ will be put in the chamber, and AJ will win the chamber, and AJ will get a title shot at WrestleMania. Something. We're going to see AJ versus Bryan again. We're going to get it again. Mark my words. I wanted to mark it. I said it last night. I'm saying it again. We will get that match again. Watch it. So, back to the ring with Elias. Crowd's all behind him. Crowd's hot. I asked Jake last night, did we get a heel turn last night from Elias? Well, the heel turn, whether it was or wasn't, was confirmed tonight when Elias cut down the fans. Who wants to walk with Elias? And they say, he's like, oh, that's funny. Especially, after last night. And he's like, I've been testing you guys. He says, I should have came out here between the time you guys heard my guitar till I got in this ring and I started strumming. Y'all should have been on your feet, give me a standing ovation, cheering for me. Really hyping up himself. Should have got that standing ovation. He says, but, didn't give it to me. It's like, he said, every arena I go to across, all the globes I go to, and I'm like, globes? Even, I think it was Corey was like, did he say globes? And Renee's like, no. Like, gosh, those two got it tonight. They were freaking annoying on When Baron Corbin was out there, those two sounded like bickering children. It was horrible. They sounded like kids tonight. It was bad. But anyways, Elias says no more. And he's like, you guys get no more chances. And the crowd even started chanting, we're not worthy. Just basically say, look, we like you. We're going to cheer for you anyways. He says, no more. He says, when I sing, now I cheer for me. He's like, it's funny to think I actually sung for you guys, but now all my songs are for me. And he goes to play a song, and Jeff Jarrett comes out, calls him Slapnuts. That got a pop. It's like fans answered to, hey, you didn't do no Slapnuts references. He's like, you used to come out and do a concert for yourself, Slapnuts, or something like that. It was nice. But he called himself, the J-E-F-F, J-A-R-R-E-T-T, Double J, Jeff Jarrett. And then out comes the Road Dogg. Road Dogg comes out to the ring, and, excuse me for 1 second. Damn cat's on the thing again. Oh, and the cat took a nice number 2. Oh, it's wonderful when you see the cat take a poop right in front of you. It's so great. I'm sure all of you want to see that. I'm going to go ahead and check the chat while the cat goes crazy. And there we go. So, yeah. Just one person. Alright, so, one comment. It's cool. Where am I? Yeah. So the Road Dogg comes out, says, you want to play, a concert for yourself. He says, well, why don't you do me and Jeff and everyone here a favor and go play with yourself on your own time. That got a big pop, and they were like, holy shit. And he's like, no, this is a kid's show. Don't do that. I guess I made it worse. Sorry to everybody in the back. My bad. Like, this is a kid's show. Then why are you showing Alexa Bliss half fucking topless? Okay? Why are you doing stuff like that if this is a kid's show? That cat is into everything. I don't know what to do with him. So yeah, there's a scramble. Jarrett and Elias fight. This is after Elias hit Road Dogg with a guitar when they're singing, something about their baby tonight. I can't think of the song name right now. The song just grinds on my ears. It did then, it does now. I'm not a fan of the song. Not even a little bit. Not even at all. They brawl. Jarrett looked good. Jarrett can still work in the ring a little bit. He still moves pretty good. Got hit with the chair. It's not going to be a Jarrett thing with the chair or with the guitar. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I'm messed up, guys. Excuse me, that was so rude. But yeah, if you can't hit him in the head and then do the slap nuts gimmick, it's not the same to me. So yeah, Dana and Natty backstage. I already told you guys what happened there. Whatever. Skipping over it. Mojo Rawley talking to himself in the mirror saying he's going to show everyone who he really is. Don't get it. Whatever. Natty and Dana versus the Riot Squad for a qualifier. That match was short, sweet, and simple, and Natty got shoved off of Liv Morgan in a sharpshooter for a 3 count when Liv rolled her up. That's how that match ended, so now the Riot Squad's in that. I've already talked about the whole Elimination Chamber thing with the women's tag team titles. I don't think I need to go and bitch for another 10 minutes about that. I think you guys don't really want to hear that. So I'm going to talk about Elias again. So Elias is now heel, right? I just wanted to get through those stupid things. No one cares about those. We all know those are irrelevant. I got a lot to still talk about. This was one of those Raws that felt really long. And Elias... Oh my gosh, that cat is insane. With Elias becoming a heel again, I don't understand the purpose. Did they think he wasn't working as a face? The dude was over everywhere he went. I don't know. Elias is going to become Big Show, is he? He's going to become face heel. Face heel. Is that what's going to happen? Because I really don't want to deal with that. Moving on. I'm not going to dwell on it. It's another thing you can check off the box with. I mean, maybe someone who's more knowledgeable than me knows why the real reason they decided to turn Elias. Maybe someone's got a little more insight, more thought to it. I enjoyed Elias and his gimmick. I enjoyed what Elias was doing. Oh my gosh, it's driving me nuts hearing the cat doing whatever they... I think the cat's playing with the piece of candy I threw at him. It's just those little caramel candies. Hold on, guys. It's just one of these little caramel candies. They're gross. They're disgusting. They feel like they're hard as rocks. I have a few little candies over here. I can't have them, though. I can't have them. I'm dieting. I'm trying to diet. And they're over here because me and the girlfriend have tried to hide them. So she put them in my area that I record to hide them. Whippy. Yeah, so Elias, it's just another thing that happened that I'm just like, I don't care. It's really irrelevant. Go ahead. Make him, I don't know, change his whole gimmick and make him another Duke the Dumpster Drozy. I don't give a damn. Elias the garbage man. I don't fucking care. They're going to do what they want anyways. So we know we're getting an open challenge with Ronda Rousey versus somebody. This was the most awkward. Ooh, and you could look, just you could see on Ronda's face how awkward she felt. Because she knows she was supposed to deliver a promo to Sasha about being better today than you were yesterday, or whatever it was that she was supposed to say. Oh yeah? Okay. Door decided to shut itself. Cat's going crazy. I hear the cat knocking stuff down everywhere. So, yeah, she was supposed to do that, but she was just being berated with boos and Becky chants, and she even started to say something. She's like, oh, okay, guys, you guys got me to stumble. And then just kept, like, laughing and smiling awkwardly. Like she was going to say, which is good on her, that she was able to kind of play it off like, oh, you guys going to boo me if I talk? When in reality, she should have got angry. I'm like, really? You guys going to boo me? You guys going to boo me? I've been busting my ass for a year to try to show you guys how good I am, and to give you guys quality matches, to be here for you guys, and you're going to boo me because of one person? It was so awkward. Oh my God, it was like the most uncomfortable, awkward segment. Really, it was. And I mean, it got to the point where I don't know where this promo was supposed to go. She's like, okay, you guys want to really talk about the what's really important or whatever, and she points the WrestleMania sign all awkward again. Becky Lynch won the Rumble. It was something, tried to say something about Becky, but they just booed her. They would not let Ronda talk. No one gave a damn. It's like, if you're not Becky, we don't care. We don't care. So just shut your face. No one cares. So, let's see. Where am I at in the notes? The cat's playing with... yeah, I can hear the cat's playing with that thing. For the person in the chat who did say something. Checking it out again. Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to check this until it starts to lag. So yeah, Becky Lynch, she starts talking about her. They don't even wait for her to say anything. They don't even wait for her to say anything. They just cue Bayley's music. Bayley comes out, says that she's the best friend of Sasha, who gave you the match of your life last night. Bayley sounded so cringe. Ronda and Bayley both sounded cringe. And then Bayley says, I'm not, Becky Lynch, but I'm the friend of Sasha Banks who gave you the match of your life last night. And it looks like you're here to fight. And look, so am I. And then they had the match. That's what they do. I can see my cat over there acting stupid. So that's what they do. They have a match. It was a good match. Unfortunately, I went to the bathroom and kind of missed a good little portion of it. So, oops. Oopsie. Let's see, where am I at? So Ronda basically beats Bayley with the arm bar. Bayley, nice little Bayley to belly on the outside. They tried to make Bayley look good. Bayley gets back in the ring after she loses, after Ronda does her hulking up and all this stuff and working on the knee. Comes back to the ring, shakes her hand, and immediately cue Becky Lynch's music. Crowd erupts. Becky's out there. She's still selling the knee, guys. pay attention, because, you know, usually after a Hell in a Cell match or something, you don't see that. They usually just act like, you know, nothing happened. No one got hurt or nothing. They sold it. Becky cut the best promo out of all the women tonight. Everyone else sounded like robots. Even Natty, when she was out there. All that matters is we do our best to win. What? Who talks like that? Fuck no. You know, you get Dana Brooke talking, we can win. And she's like, it's just as long as we try our best. That's all that matters. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm a good guy. So, yeah. Becky gets in there, gets in the ring, says, you know, I've been hearing this name for a year about this person who's like the baddest person on the planet. And she's like, you know, and I came here, dropped you right here in the middle of this ring, and you never came to find me. That doesn't sound very bad. Says, so I came to find you to prove that you're not. And then, you know, says, you know, she's going to take the women's championship from her, basically. I mean, go back and listen to that promo from Becky Lynch. It was brilliant. The woman, you know, basically just schooled her, like, look, you suck. I'm going to beat your ass at WrestleMania. Oh, try not to do whatever. She says, you know, she says, she came to look for her to prove that she's not. She says she chooses her. Ronda tries to get the microphone to cut a promo, and you know, she's just sticking straight to the script, which shows the lack of maturity. Not that Ronda's bad in the ring, but it shows a little bit of she's not comfortable enough to go outside of her shell. She tried to, but got booed. She says, no, I want everyone to hear this. And she starts talking about her accolades and how, and you know, it's funny, we're the same age. So when you were training, I was in a company that didn't want women to main event. Look at me, I'm Ronda. So wherever I go, it's my ring. So where were you last year at WrestleMania? You were on the pre-show, and I was on the main show stealing the show. Well, you had help, Ronda. It ain't like you did it by yourself. Just saying. And look, you can say, gosh, dude, you're really fucking dumping on Ronda Rousey. I'm just calling it how I see it. Ronda was not the end-all, be-all of this match. Ronda had her part in it, but, you know, she just... she should have played to the crowd. You know, I know, Ronda, you're not supposed to be a heel, so don't say nothing mean. Smile and keep doing what you're doing. But she basically says she could kill her, but the only reason she's not is because of her choice not to. Talking about how she could break her face faster than Becky Lynch can say Nia Jax. What? Who told her? Who told her to say this stuff? Like, and she was looking serious, like, oh, I'm really serious. Holding the mic like this, like, oh, and then just drops the mic like she always does, and then leaves, you know, whatever, saying something about, you know, that she owns the ring and whatever, she's going to beat her ass at WrestleMania or something. Ronda, usually, I'm noticing with these Ronda promos and these matches, it's always the same. There's really no, you know, Ronda does really well in the matches, but they all end the same each time. They start and finish the same. Ronda's getting beat up. Ronda sells. Ronda and then beats up the person. Ronda comes in. Mic drop. I'm going to beat your ass. She should start like that. There shouldn't be a build to it. She just should be badass through the whole thing. And I know that's not the cat. Someone's up moving around. So, yeah. So now we know what our match is going to be. It's going to be Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania, but we're still going to get Charlotte. We still got SmackDown. Charlotte's probably going to find a way in. She's going to. I don't know how they do it. We probably won't see nothing until come Fastlane, Elimination Chamber, or maybe she just comes out tomorrow and demands another match. I still owe Ronda. I should be in it. Okay, beat Becky and you can be in the match. And then Becky's going to lose before the match, and it's going to be, who knows, silliness. I'll obviously get more into that tomorrow, so we'll get there, right, eventually. But I don't want to go too much into it because I want to see what happens tomorrow night on SmackDown before I jump to conclusions. Maybe they do just make it Becky and her. Maybe Charlotte goes for the SmackDown Women's Championship. There's not really many options on SmackDown for Asuka. I mean, so we'll see. We'll get there. We'll get there. So Seth Rollins is backstage. Braun Strowman walks up to him, shakes his hand, says, "You earned it last night. Now go make the right decision and make it count." Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre. That was next. It was just a big man match. You know, this guy tried outpowering that guy. Strowman beats up McIntyre. McIntyre beats up Strowman, who's the stronger of the two. Strowman has control. Ends up getting DQ'd. McIntyre gets DQ'd when Baron Corbin comes in and hits him. Hits him with the chair a few times. Strowman gets the advantage. Beats up both guys, running shoulder blocks, etc. He has Baron Corbin down. He's going to do something with the steps. McIntyre claymores him. Then they beat him up some more, and they powerbomb him onto the steps. So I guess these guys are a thing. They're going to work together. There's going to be your feud for Braun Strowman versus these guys. Maybe he'll have to go find a partner. And you'll have him battling it. It would probably be Dolph Ziggler versus McIntyre and Corbin. There's probably going to be your Fastlane match. Those four guys as a team match. It's because they're not going to be the Elimination Chamber match, because that's going to be reserved for probably SmackDown to say who's going to face Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. That's what that will be. Or it'll be for the championship. It'll be one of those two things. So that's that. So now came the part that the whole show was hyping around. Oh my gosh, cat was back there. Go figure. You found a way in. I'm going to beat that cat. So it's supposed to be Seth Rollins making his decision on who he's going to pick. So this whole show was based around. So as they're announcing him, out comes Paul Heyman. Out comes Brock Lesnar. Heyman does his usual stick. I'm the advocate for the Beast, the reigning, defending Universal Heavyweight Champion, Brock Lesnar. He says, look, this should be the easiest decision of his career. He says, you should just pick Daniel Bryan, basically. Seth Rollins, just comes out. He gets right into Brock Lesnar's face and immediately goes for Brock Lesnar. He starts kicking him, punching him, getting him on the ropes. He runs at him when he goes to go for the stomp. Brock picks him up. F5. We then get a subsequent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more F5s. 6 F5s in the matter of a 2-3 minute window. One of those being on the belt. And after the 5th F5, Rollins like, that all you got? And he gets another F5 right as they're closing the show. So that's your WrestleMania match. It's Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. Now, everyone wanted this. Even when he came out, everyone was chanting once again, slay the beast, slay the beast. That's who they're wanting. It's good to know Seth's got the crowd behind him. The crowd legitimately wants Seth Rollins to win. You can tell that's what they're wanting. They want Seth Rollins to legitimately win this match. As do I. Sorry guys, I'm just putting stuff away. I want to see Seth Rollins go and slay the beast, and that's what's going to happen. The way they booked this, the way they had Seth sell, and the way they made this look, it looked very, and maybe it's just me, they made it look very reminiscent to what Brock would have done and did do to Roman Reigns. Now, the rumors were that when this match happens, when they build this, it's going to be built around Roman Reigns. And not to be shocked if Roman's not at Mania, in Seth's corner, or in the crowd for the match. Maybe you see Roman in it. They don't know. There's been no word yet as to what's actually going to happen. Oh my gosh, that cat is into everything. So be prepared, I guess. Be prepared to hear or to see that possibly be the case. But Seth Rollins got the shot. I think that's what all of us wanted. So, yeah, I'm still tossing pieces of candy. Oh my gosh, that cat is just insane. I don't know why. He's a kitten, but he's a big kitty. I'm going to get him over here. Max! Kitty, 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 kitty. Come here, Max. Max, kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. He hears me because he's stopping. He's like, he can, who's calling for me? Kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here, Max. Come here, Maxie. Max. Oh, whatever. I'll get him on another video. I'll pull him up and I'll bring him into the video. You guys can see how big this guy is. And he's still a kitten. I don't know if he's going to grow anymore, but he's still a kitten. So, yeah. I kind of like the story. I like it. You know, Seth's going to have to slay the beast. That's what this whole thing's going to be built around from now till WrestleMania. Does that mean Seth's not on the card for Fastlane? Seth's not on the card for Elimination Chamber? Most likely he'll be on it. And this will be put on the back burner. You won't see Brock till probably the couple Raws before Mania. There'll be all Paul Heyman talk, Seth Rollins talks, back and forth. But this had to be Seth Rollins. You know, last night I didn't really say that, but the Royal Rumble, it had to be Seth Rollins. I think I picked Seth Rollins to win. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look at my prediction. But it had to be Seth Rollins, right? Who could it have been? And it makes sense. Now, I hope, the rumor is not true. I hope they don't build this around Roman Reigns. The spirit of Roman Reigns being a part of this show. God, I hope not. I hope they just don't do that. I really, 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 really hope they just stay away from it. So, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. That was Raw, guys. That was pretty much Raw. Leave it down in the comments what you guys think of Monday Night Raw. What do you guys think about, Becky Lynch picking Ronda? What do you think about Seth picking Brock? Were you surprised? Were you not surprised? Do you even really care? A lot of people are going to come back to the product because it's WrestleMania season. We're building our way to there. I'm excited. I'm excited for WrestleMania season, but not for what I saw on Raw tonight. More so for what I'll see on SmackDown. I'm excited to see Becky versus Ronda. I'm excited to see Seth versus Brock Lesnar. Outside of that, I have no excitement. Nothing, because I don't know anything else. But we do have 2 confirmed WrestleMania matches. Seth Rollins versus Brock and Ronda versus Becky. At least for now. If Ronda retains her championship, she'll still defend the title, I'm sure, at the next couple of shows. Or she'll be in some sort of a match with Becky that there's no championships. We'll see what they do. Maybe they pull a fast one on us and Charlotte gets in that somehow. I mean, who knows? That's the thing that's got me. How will Charlotte be in this? Will Becky be the actual main event? She's in the women's portion of the main event, and then the men going to finish the show. No, I want to see it Becky Ronda in the final match. And we're this close. Okay, guys? We're this close. Just hold on. And I was wrong. I didn't think they would do this. I look like a jackass, but I'm okay with that because we were close. But I'm done, guys. That's it for tonight. You guys have got me for an hour and 15 minutes. So you had a good solid hour of me actually talking about this show tonight. So yeah, that's it. I will be back tomorrow night for your SmackDown live review. I'm loud, and I hope I'm not waking people up. But hey, I get into it, right? So yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm going to play this out. No, that's not what I wanted. I hit the wrong thing. That's what I wanted to play. I hit the wrong button on accident. So yeah, that's going to be it. You guys can follow us on Twitter, YoBroGaming1. Join us on Patreon, Facebook, TeePublic, StreamLabs, all that stuff. Go find it. Go see Jake Capone on Twitter, DJ Capone, and go see him at Jake Capone on YouTube. You guys can go there. I'm done for the night, guys. So I will see you guys tomorrow night for SmackDown Live.